Homesteading, page 12. Improving your soil. When gardening, it is essential to have nutrient-rich, fertile soil in order to grow the best and healthiest plants. Plants that will supply you with quality fruits, vegetables, and flowers. Sometimes soil loses its fertility or has minimum fertility based on the region in which you live. And so measures must be taken to improve your soil and subsequently your garden. Soil quality indicators. Soil quality is an assessment of how well soil performs all of its functions now and how those functions are being preserved for future use. The quality of soil cannot just be determined by measuring row or garden yield, water quality, or any other single outcome, nor can it be measured directly. Thus, it is important to look at specific indicators to better understand the properties of soil. Plants can provide us with clues about how well the soil is functioning, whether a plant is growing and producing quality fruits and vegetables, or failing to yield such things is a good indicator of the quality of the soil it's growing in. Indicators are measurable properties of soil or plants that provide clues about how well the soil can function. Indicators can be physical, chemical, and biological properties, processes, or characteristics of soils. They can also be visual features of plants. Useful indicators of soil quality are easy to measure. Measure changes in soil functions. Encompass chemical, biological, and physical properties. Are accessible to many users. Are sensitive to variations in climate and management. Indicators can be assessed by qualitative or quantitative techniques, similar to fucking appraisal, such as soil tests. After measurements are collected, they can be evaluated by looking for patterns and comparing results to measurements taken at a different time. Examples of soil quality indicators. Number 1, soil organic matter. Promotes soil fertility, structure, stability, nutrient retention, and helps combat soil erosion. Physical indicators. Number 2, these include soil structure, depth, infiltration, and bulk density, and water hold capacity. Quality soil will retain and transport water and nutrients effectively. And it shows a thing of flowers. Page 13. It shows her hand and a thing of rich soil. Good soil is usually dark, moist, and dense. It will provide habitat for microbes. It will promote compaction and water movement, and it will be porous and easy to work with. 3, chemical indicators. These include pH, electrical conductivity, and extractable nutrients. Quality soil will be at its threshold for plant, microbial, biological, and chemical activity. It will also have plant nutrients that are readily available. 4, biological indicator. These include microbial biomass, mineralizable nitrogen, and soil respiration. Quality soil is a good respiratory for nitrogen and other basic nutrients for prosperous plant growth. It has a high soil productivity and nitrogen supply, and there is a good amount of microbial activity. Soil and plant nutrients. Nutrient management. There are 20 nutrients that all plants require. 6 of the most important nutrients, called macronutrients, are calcium, magnesium, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and sulfur. Of these, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium are essential to healthy plant growth, and so are required in relatively large amounts. Nitrogen is associated with lush vegetative growth. Phosphorus is required for flowering and fruiting, and potassium is necessary for durability and disease resistance. Calcium, sulfur, and magnesium are also required in comparatively large quantities and aid in the overall health of plants. The other nutrients, referred to as micronutrients, are required in very small amounts. These include such elements as copper, zinc, iron, and boron. While both macro and micronutrients are required for good plant growth, over-application of these nutrients can be as detrimental to the plant as a nutrient deficiency. Over-application of plant nutrients may not only impair plant growth, but may also contaminate groundwater by penetrating through the soil, or may pollute surface waters. Soil testing. Testing your soil for nutrients and pH is important in order to provide your plants with the proper balance of nutrients while avoiding over-application. If you are establishing a new lawn or garden, a soil test is strongly recommended. The cost of soil testing is minor in comparison to the cost of plant materials and labor. Correcting a problem before planting is much simpler and cheaper than afterwards. Once your garden is established, continue to take periodic soil samples, while many people routinely lime their soil, this can raise the pH of the soil too high. Likewise, since many fertilizers tend to lower the soil's pH, it may drop below desirable levels after. And then it shows using a machine. I have one of those. This electronic soil tester runs on one AA battery and gives pH, nutrient, and moisture level readings within minutes.